Hello there, thank you for joining me for That's the Way It Is. I'm your host, BC. Today we're talking about you again, Walmart. You've made the news again, and you've made the news for a couple different reasons why I'm doing this story. Alright, first, we're going to get down to business. Walmart on news, you made the news over in Raleigh, North Carolina. You had like 50 people protesting on Black Friday. They're saying you're not paying your employee or your associates, what Walmart calls them. You're not paying them what they should, what's fair, And because if you go to the Walmart website, it says that the average employee or average associate makes $12 an hour. They get health care and they have access to 401k. Well, the average in reality, the average Walmart employee makes under $25,000 a year, which that don't mean you're making $12 an hour. If you're making $25,000 a year, you do the math, and plus you're not getting treated fairly as far as a person. Even the customers aren't being treated fairly. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, so the bigwigs over in Bentonville, Arkansas, they say that they're not surprised that people are using the Black Friday platform to protest against them, and they appreciate their freedom of speech, and none of the associates were associated with this. Alright, there's two reasons why your associates was not associated with these people protesting. Alright, number one, they probably was working. Out there protesting and paying the bills. I mean, you're making under $25,000 a year. You need every dime you can get. So that's number one. And you got to have every register open. And that's something else. There's probably 2 days out of the whole year you're going to see every register in the store lit up. One being Black Friday. Two being Christmas Eve. You'll see more registers open up on them 2 days than any other day. It could be Saturday, the busiest day in Walmart's history, and you'll have 3 or 4 registers open up. I mean, I just left Walmart and I counted them, and and it's not even, it's not even 12 o'clock, and they only had it was 5 registers that was open because I'm counting speedy checkout, so they only had 5 registers open. So, and that's just, and I think that's crazy, because I know they ain't got nobody to jump up there in case they need it. Anyway, so they're saying that they were expecting it, and it really not a big deal. Well, considering all the lawsuits you've had against you in the last few years, I would be concerned about every little thing that came across the board. And from what I'm being told by people, and I just left Walmart, so what I'm being told by people there, you only hire on a temporary basis anyway now, and that's crazy. You don't even hire full-time people anymore. Anyway, just tell you a little history about Walmart, and I'm going to get to what I want to say. Anyway, a little history about Walmart. Sam Walton is the founder of Walmart. Him and his brother both, I guess you could say him and his brother both kicked it off. Okay, now that was in 1945. And he got $20,000 from his father-in-law, and he saved $5,000 from the army. See, Sam Walton was in the army, so he pretty much knew how to run things just from being told what to do in the army. Anyway, so, and that was in Newport, Arkansas. So that's where the first, well, not the first Walmart, but the first variety store that he owned was at. Anyway, he had bought another small store, because he started doing good, and he started seeing profits between $80,000 and 3 years later, $225,000. Big difference. So he knew he was onto something, and he didn't keep his shelves empty. Unlike the Walmarts we see today. He had it in stock. Because that's something he believed in. It was how are you gonna make money if you ain't got what people want? And that is true. If you ain't got it, I mean, you're going to go somewhere else. So, and if you go to Walmart today and ask somebody if they got something, and I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, so he started seeing profits then. Now, his first true Walmart opened up on July 2nd, 1962. And Roger, Arkansas. So that's when the first true Walmart opened up that was called Walmart. Now, he died April 5th, 1992. And you know what? When he died, that was a really dark day for Walmart. That's a real turning point. But anyway, he died. He owned 1,960 stores. He was profiting, or making around 50 billion a year, and he had 380,000 people working for him. So that's a lot. That's a lot to take on, and even I know that. That's a whole lot to take on. Anyway, so getting to my second point that I want to talk about in this video. I go to Walmart one day. I asked, I'm standing there and I'm looking for a certain type of dog food. So lady walks by and she's like, I said, excuse me, and basically had to run the lady down. Anyway, I said, because you can't find nobody in the store because they're not hiring people to work their stores. They're not. And that's crazy. Why are you not gonna have enough people to work to help the customers who's paying your bills? Anyway, so I'm looking for this certain type of dog food. This is what I'm looking for. She looks at me. She says, well, really can't. I don't work this area. This isn't my area, so I don't know. And I looked at her and said, well, can you go back to the back, see if y'all have any in stock? Oh, we can't find nothing back there because we've got all the Black Friday stuff back there. It's in the way. Okay, is there anyone who's able to assist you? She said, nah. And she said, the person is working, there's probably nobody working this area today anyway. Didn't even bother to find out. So, I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And a little bit later, this gentleman comes up, pulling a pallet. He's like, you need some help with something? I said, yeah, I'm looking for this certain type of dog food. So the man goes back to the back, and he looks around. He comes back. He says, sir, we don't have it right now. He said, but you know what? We got another truck coming in. He says, probably going to be on that truck. We probably have it on the shelf tomorrow, or maybe the next day. Now, see, at least he went back there to look, and I give kudos to him. He didn't work that area either, but he went back there and looked. He knew where the dog food was at back there. It's pretty hard to miss dog food. You know what it looks like. Anyway, so he went back there and he looked. So I give kudos to him. And, so basically my complaint when it comes to Walmart is, yeah, I agree. You're probably not paying these people enough, and they're working for the customers. They're out there. They're your front line of defense, and you're not treating them right. So, yeah, I'm not too happy about that. You don't have enough registers to open up. And, if you go there at night, you are just, might as well be there a while. They got one register open. You got 32 registers in the store, and you got one register open. That's crazy. They even got, a lot of times they even have the one back there in music. They even have it closed out. It's like you're open all night long. Why you got one register open? And you got a line almost a mile long. That's just crazy, just to save money. And you figure people have no choice but to do this. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you something that Sam Walton himself has said. The customer is the boss. You know why? The customer can fire from the chairman of the board on down. You want to know how the customer can do it? They can take their money and spend it somewhere else. Now, I'm going to tell you what. You got a lot of people who's doing that now. Because people, you can't treat people just any certain way. Yeah, you're making money right now, but I'm going to tell you what. If you tell one person something, 10 more people are going to hear it. And you know what? And that's 10 more. Each one of those people are going to tell 10 more people. And, you think that you've been hurting now? Wait till your stores become ghost towns. Then what you got to say? Thank you for joining me.